Hello, welcome to the LC Report. We'll be starting in a minute if you're watching this back, so you can skip ahead, or if you have amazingly clicked on the link already, we'll be starting in a bit.
Yeah.
When we.
You've done very well. This is where the test car would normally be.
Yeah, the test car. This is the lap where they go around and just kind of warm up the tyres, get into pole position.
That's it, where the commentators just chat quite a lot of shit for a lot of time. But this is the LC Report, and we don't do that here.
No, we don't. We've got a great show to do there, which we'll get more into in a bit. But draft reveal today, first foray into the LOC season. So it's been a while.
It has been a while. But I think we've just seen by going through some history. It's been 5 months since we last did this. 5 months.
It's quite a while.
It doesn't seem that long ago though.
No, it's scary. The Super Bowl was...
History.
Oh, there we go. We've got the video going, so I'll paste that link.
It does work.
It does.
That's it. So, yes, but then if you think about it, it's April, it's nearly May, isn't it? So June, July, August, September, it's only 4 months to our draft. So we're revealing the draft today. 4 months later, we're actually going to be doing it. So...
It's crazy, it's only 4 months away.
4 months.
That's mental.
So, yeah.
Time flies.
So it's only been 4 months since Christmas, think about that.
I don't like our calendar system. I vote we change it to make it longer.
That's it. Can we have 14 months in the year? No,
14
I'll take that. That's it. Jeremy Corbyn wants to give you
4 extra bank. I'd take that.
That's it.
I might vote Labour for that and that alone.
There you go. Vote winner, folks. No, that's it. Again, this is where the test car would be, so we're going to get the political stuff out first.
We want to be all business today. It's an important show. If any of you have joined, please comment in the chat to let us know.
We'd love to hear from you,
because we have no idea otherwise. You can either comment on the YouTube video chat or message into the Facebook. I'd prefer that one, to be honest, but up to you. So please let us know when you've joined in, and when we have a few viewers, we will start the show.
At least we can read your suggestions out as we go, which is nice, because obviously this is the thing. This is what we wanted to be doing now. So if we can get everyone involved, obviously, disclaimer like they do on ITV all the time. If you are watching this on repeat, don't message in, because you won't get anything from us.
You won't. It will just look really weird in the chat, and we'll all laugh at you for thinking it's live when it's not.
That's it.
Hi, Ollie Gardner. Good to see you. How are you doing?
Oh, hey.
Good to have you.
Oh, hey.
And Viv has joined us as well. Good to have you as well, Viv.
Oh, Viv.
We'll get underway not before long.
Look at this. Look at this. Unbelievable seeing 2 viewers. This is as many live viewers as we've ever had, to be fair.
Oh, no, I think we had 3. Maybe even 4.
4, maybe.
It's going to be good next season though, because we eased people into it.
That's it.
We just need to communicate the time.
People want to be.
Pat is in as well. Hello, Pat. Good to see you. Good to see you.
How you doing? It's nice to get everyone countrywide. Oh, by the way, if at any point you see us looking up, we do have a screen just to here on the eye line.
We won't be doing that during the show, just while we're getting ready and setting everything
up.
That's it.
So we're not just like ignoring you, but I'm trying to look down the camera as much as I can.
We'll be doing plenty of that. Don't worry.
I want to be like Butch Harmon on the Golf Channel. he turns
around 50 screen.
What do you think, Butch? Yeah, and you, viewer. That's it. That's what he said. I don't know what it is. Or like Nick Clegg in a.
We've got the grey helmet in. Oliver Vedette is on.
My grey helmet. Is that what you say to people on Guernsey?
They're simple people on the island.
That's it.
That's about all they understand.
I'm in with my grey helmet. It's like a code word.
Right, we've got 4 people, 4, something like that. Anyway, we've got people on the show, so we won't keep those who have joined waiting. Please comment as the show goes on and give us your reaction. We'll read it out, and we will get the show underway. So, hello and welcome back to the LOC Report. It has been a long time since we've done a show. Where did we leave it off? I think our last show was before playoffs, just myself solo, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Since then, boy, we've had a lot of interesting stuff in the real world and in fantasy alike. We have a new champion. Congratulations, Ben Sherwood. Well done on winning your first Corona Bowl, Corona Bowl 8. I think we said before the show, the 7th champion in the LOC. So that's great stuff. What else has happened since then? Well, it was our first repeat Corona Bowl. Not just the same teams, but same teams 2 years in a row, which is pretty incredible.
Absolutely.
Phil Simms has been booted from CBS for Tony Romo, so watch out, Chris. I'm eyeing up Brandon Whedon.
Oh no!
Just saying. Just saying.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So to be fair, he probably would do a better job. But you know, there are a lot of GMs thought that too. So
yeah, this is true. Got to keep your head on the swivel.
Yeah.
But no, we're here today, and obviously the name of the game today is Draft Reveal Show, and we will get to that in a bit. But first, I guess we should lead off with probably a bit of LSU news. So
yeah, sure.
Obviously it's the dead of the off season. Not much news to really feedback about. But if I open up my events page here, we have got one page on the calendar, or one event on the calendar, sorry, that we need to keep because it is a mere next week.
Yes.
I think next Friday.
It's an important day, folks.
5th of May. I think that's a Friday.
It is Friday night, yeah.
Friday. Yeah, 5th of May. We have the AGM. Slightly earlier this year because I didn't know if it would get back. Still might. Don't think that many people have replied that we're aiming for 5th of May. We never really have a full turnout anyway, but if you're around the 5th of May, Friday in the evening, please join the AGM. We know it's all important. It does shape the league, not only for the next coming year, but potentially years to come. Yeah. We will be doing votes. I don't think there is much, if any, big stuff in the agenda this year. We have our elections, though, which are quite important.
That's it.
Determining the league's power structure, an open floor for any suggestions and such. So, and of course, deciding when we do our division aligning events and everything like that, possible games, so on. So it is an important event. So please, if you're around, please. It's a Skype call. No effort from you, okay?
That's it. 1 hour at a time.
You don't even have to wear pants. Just make sure the camera's from here up. Don't even have to wear pants. And you can have your wife and 2 Asian children burst in the door while you're on, and we don't care.
That's
it's all good.
Yeah. That's it. You can. Yeah, that was quite good.
That was
comedy gold.
That was pretty funny. Yeah, I mean,
comedy gold.
I mean, would you not just lock the door?
You probably would do. Yes. Yeah. You do. Yeah. Not live on the BBC though. Eh? That's it. No, this isn't. To be fair, that isn't of epic proportions. You know, we're not going to be on the BBC next week. So.
Not this week.
You never know.
Keep your ear to the floor, though. I'm just saying. You never know. I was commissioner for a reason.
We have got form, or say certainly Nate's got form of getting on TV quite a regular.
Oh, and I'll be playing American football on TV.
Will you?
Yeah, flag football.
You heard it here
Jack Sevens, so check that out.
What's
September 10th. It's on one of the Sky Sports channels. I'm not sure what it's called.
Wow.
We should be playing on Sky Sports.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the luck. Unlike the last time you were on Sky, which
I was dressed decidedly not to play flag football.
Yeah, indeed. That's it. But that's it. At least you can say that the LOC's been on somehow, just by
we're getting coverage.
Representation. It's been on Sky. It's now been on American network TV.
Yeah.
That's it. You've been trolled on the internet.
Yeah, I have on Reddit. That was.
So
I was linked to sexual acts with my own father, which was just priceless.
That's wrong.
Yeah, that's Anyway, I think we've gone off on a tangent.
Ever so slightly.
That was the very convoluted news part of the show. Like I said, a few dates in the book. Other than that, real NFL draft is obviously tomorrow night, so keep an eye for who your actual team is gonna.
Anybody will do.
Yeah.
Anybody. I don't care. Even if they got one leg, anybody will do.
You're pretty good. You're pretty set. You need a few bits, but you're pretty good.
That is.
But no, our show is all about the LOC draft today, and usually, obviously, we would have the draft order set from the end of the season because it was based on order or some playoff kind of bracket type thing. But no more.
No.
As I said, the AGM is a very important event because last year we decided to do away with all that, and now we are simply doing random order by any way we see fit.
Wow.
And the way we see fit is straight out of a hat, and I have a very nice hat here. It's for a team that some of you may know as
what are they at the moment? Are they the reigning Super Bowl champions?
I do believe they are.
How did that come about?
Well, I mean, I guess it started back in 2000 when we drafted a guy called Tom Brady.
Okay.
Newsflash, he's pretty good.
Right.
I mean, he's won 5 of them now. He was just setting up the comeback in the Super Bowl, down 28-3, came back and got Super Bowl number 5, best 2 out of 3. So
he's got a ring for every finger now, surely, apart from one.
Well, yeah, he could wear all his rings on one hand. If he gets another, he will need another hand.
Well,
so,
that's being considerate of him, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's been a long time coming then. 16,
yeah, and Bill
66.
Belichick also got a new boat called 7 Rings, because obviously he got 2 as defensive coordinator as the Giants back in the day. So
well,
he's pretty good too, I hear.
Yeah.
We have a comment. Ollie's chimed in about some real draft stuff. None of that. COC draft reveal show. Come on. No, but his comment is Deshaun Watson has said he will be better than Brady. Good to see this draft class has a good sense of humor, if no talent. And he didn't only say he would be better than Tom Brady. He also said he'd be better than someone like Drew Brees in the same breath, or
a combination of the two.
Yeah,
like a hybrid.
Yeah, why not?
This guy's a joker. I really hope he's good.
He's not.
He's not.
None of the quarterbacks in this draft are good.
Oh, yeah. Is he like? So he's like goes in there with great expectation, like Geno Smith.
Yeah, except he might not get his jaw broken by a teammate he owed money to.
Well, that's it.
Hopefully, we don't know. I mean,
but he might get his jaw broken by Tom Brady. So he comes out and goes, Brady, what's up, man? I'm better than you. And the
last time someone challenged Tom Brady, I believe the quote was, "You mad, bro?" He then proceeded to hand said person's anus to him.
Oh.
On a plate in the Super Bowl.
Right.
Some may remember the meme of Richard Sherman's face when they decided to throw the ball.
He was mad.
Yeah, he was mad, bro. You're exactly right. Anyway, so we have the hat here, the hat that will decide the draft order, and please, Mr. Leach, you have the pleasure of taking the hat for now, because to my left here we have all the names. We are doing classic names out of a hat, so you can either hold the hat, put it down. I will hold up the names, fold them up, put them in the hat, and we will do a live drawing, give some live reaction. As I say, please keep your comments in. We'll make sure to swat it around and everything. So first up, going in, we have Bonanza. They won the league back in when was it now? 2013. It's been a while, but they're one of the founding teams. They usually draft in the middle rounds. I think that it was funny. The last 2 years, the draft order has been practically the same, almost with a few deviations. So hopefully, this random order will fix that. Please keep your comments coming in, as I said, on Facebook and everything else. We have our current champion, Iknan, who I do not believe has changed his team name to Iksan yet.
But he will.
He will. So for now, you are Iknan as far as this goes, because that's where you look.
But he does know something about NFL now, so that's not a valid.
And we also have his trophy here still. He has taken the Corona. Don't worry, he's taken the important thing. But we've got the trophy right here. Sorry, we keep going out of focus.
That we do.
Ideal.
This is not good.
But here is the trophy. We need to. Is it inscribed on there? I think Nige took care of it. That's why it took.
That's the closest I'm getting to the trophy this year.
Yeah, here we go. You can see that right at the bottom.
There it is.
There you go. Iknan. So Iknan goes into the hat. Who we got next here? We've got Pakistan here. Pakistan. He was tipped to be one of the big teams of last year, and he nearly made it. He had a really good season. Stumbled at the end, fair to say, but
just like the Cowboys.
Just like the Cowboys. That was not ideal. But Pat, one of the fine young coaches in the league. Oh, we have a message here. Ben, feels good, man. Glad to have you joining the show. Hopefully you just saw us holding up the trophy for you. The next thing we have here is the commissioner's own. Oh. We have Gridiron Gang going into that hat. Trying to get back to the promised land. 3 straight years now. They've literally missed out on the playoffs by virtue of points or one win. It's been tough, but hey, it's a heck of a lot better than those 3-11 and 4-10 seasons.
Damn straight, man.
So they've drafted from spot number 4 the last 2 years. I don't know that much, so we'll see what they draft this time. Next we have the Dream Team. Viv, you're on the show. Here we go, the Dream Team. What can you say about them? They've been great the past few seasons. Just haven't got their nose over the line.
No cigar chaps.
That is exactly the phrase. So we'll see what they do this year. And I think Viv was the initial proposer of random draft orders. So if he gets a draft spot he doesn't like, it's all on you, Viv. It's all on you.
This is the Viv.
Not me, not him. It's all on you. Next team we've got here is one of the other founding teams. We have Bare Necessities. The first winner of the league. It's fair to say they haven't quite been the same since, but I believe they made the playoffs last year. This year as well. They've been alright the last couple of years.
So it starts.
Still going strong.
They start badly and then just end up well.
Yeah.
It's like Arsenal.
Is that tactics? I don't know, because they do like the waiver.
That's it. They do.
Next we've got another champion.
Former
last year,
champion of champions,
who was also playing in this year but lost. ADRZ ended on red zone. Nigel's team. Sadly, Nigel is contemplating retirement. We're trying to talk him out of it. We'll discuss that at the AGM. We hope you stay, Nigel.
We do.
Because you're good for the league. Absolutely good for the league.
Good chat. Good laugh.
Next, what we got here, they currently named the Brady Bunch, but formerly named the Romosexuals, and we don't know what they're going to be named next year. Ross, the unretired coach back in the league, had a pretty good year last year, knocking the rust off the year before. He could be primed to bounce back.
That's it. Is he moving to Las Vegas as well?
He might do.
He might do.
Or he might go to San Antonio, and then the Raiders might go there, and then...
Well,
it's a circle of
nomadic
football team. So you don't need a home.
No, why would you want to do
that? Our next team here is our newest team in the LOC. The rookie coach of last year, who had a pretty damn good year, all things considered. We've got Cash for Gold, ladies and gentlemen. Cash for Gold, who unfortunately he's a Bears fan, as we know, and Robbie Gold got cut not long after he joined the league, and went to the Giants. But it's still a hilarious name, so
he's got to draft him again. I'm afraid that's it.
I'm not sure if he's still with the Giants. I think he might be.
Even if he's a free agent, you got to draft him now.
Yeah,
it's a name team.
Exactly. You can't have a name team and not take the guy.
Then be the rules.
We've got Forge Flyers next. Your team right here.
Good team right
here. No. Yeah, good team. They've had a good season in 2011.
Yeah.
And
if not for injury-ravaged season last year, it could have been a better year.
Oh, we have some messages here. Yeah, absolutely. Considering how bad your previous seasons were, you were more than over the moon.
I was. It
was a good season.
It was okay.
It was a competitive. Yeah, it could have easily been a playoff result as much as.
That's it. I threw 1 week away at least. Never mind.
Yeah, it's fine. Right, we have Ollie saying having a bath. They do have Connor Fun. It's pretty good.
That's right. Yeah.
Robbie Gold is at the 49ers now.
Is he?
Thank you for clarifying that.
To be fair,
glad someone knows some stuff on this show.
That's it. Yeah. Robbie Gold related stuff. To be fair, at least the 49ers might be kicking a few this year.
Yeah. They probably if they can get within 50 yards, which is questionable.
It's questionable.
And even if they do have the lead, they'll probably blow it, considering who's the new head coach.
Oh yes.
Oh
yes.
If you're up 28-3, you're not safe.
Blame.
Ollie has also commented, that's not the most unfortunate thing about being a Bears fan. # shots fired.
You can reply to that if you want.
Yeah. There are many unfortunate things about being a Bears fan, though. He's kind of right.
Yeah. So what's good there?
Moving on, Tom's Tyrants is the next one I have in my hand. The only 2-time champion in the LOC. He's been good year in year out. Didn't make the playoffs last year though, but he's always a threat to make it back. He's drafted from the back of the order, I think, quite a lot. I think he was in the middle last year. He told me he didn't really like that, so we shall see. And we have saved the best name to go into the hat for last.
This is the one.
This was another thing that came out of the AGM last year when we voted to get rid of the playoff bowl style draft order thing. That left 2 holes. One, how are we going to do our draft order? I hope by this point in the show you know, otherwise, why are you watching?
Why are we here?
Exactly. But the other thing was that we would have the forfeit playoffs, which would keep teams interested in week 15, 16, while the playoff teams actually still play for something, and the rest of us chumps wallow in pity, slightly less though, because we have the forfeit playoffs, which is basically, it's a 2-week game between your opponent with your seed, so it's 5v6, 7v8, so on, and you basically make a bet, so to speak, with your opponent of So mine with Ross was if he lost to me, he had to wear a dolphin costume to the draft, and if I lost to him, I have to wear women's underwear over my suit to the draft. So enjoy that, people.
Questionable, I would say.
But that
questionable.
Yeah, but that is that's more of a punishment for you guys, if anything.
True.
But that's the forfeit playoffs, so that's what replaced it. And this team name was a result of the forfeit playoffs. Ollie v Phil. Ollie won. The Tugfards are no more. Instead, we have Tanky McTankface.
Because he's a tank. A fucking tank.
If you're not a fan of the show, just go watch one of our older podcasts with the intro on. You will know within 50 seconds of the show.
Classic.
And that is all of our teams in the hat. So, we have the team names in the hat. Let's shuffle them up a bit here. Do you want to pick and announce?
Let's do
like to
Let's
do that? So,
if anyone's a football fan, they saw Rod Stewart in the Scottish Cup, so he was drunk as you like. That's not me now, but I could do that.
Let's not do it. Right. Tom has just joined us. Welcome, Tom. Good to see you. He says, tuned in, playing the wrong football, back in the zone.
Wow.
For shame, but at least you made it back with us in time to see your team get announced. Now, I should probably say before we start, because this is a pretty critical point, we're going to announce 12 to 1, or 1 to 12, to build the suspense as the number 1 overall. Didn't want that awkward situation of picking a name for you to say first overall and then for it to actually.
That's it.
So we're going 12 to 1 here, literally straight 12 to 1. We'll take him out of a hat. As I say, Chris is going to do the picking.
Here we go.
Please.
There is a hat there as well. You can.
It's you missed the bit I made at the start about we won the Super Bowl again. Tom, I'll catch you up. You were winning 28-3 and. Okay. Anyway, let's get to it. So
number 12 then.
The team picking number 12 in the draft will be.
Who's it going to be?
We have one. Please hold it up for the camera.
Tanky McTankface.
Hold it up. We need to see it
in there.
Tanky McTankface. Straight lost in first out. Straight off the bat. Phil will be picking number 12. I'm not sure if it's a position he's picked from before. We'll do a bit of recap.
If there's anyone who's going to make it work, it's probably Phil. To be fair.
Yeah, he can. I mean, it didn't work last year with Rob Gronkowski at 3. We did think that was a bit of a reach, but the injuries shot him in the foot. To be fair, it wasn't all on that. But 12, traditionally, some people like it, some people don't. Some like the double-edged sword, so to speak, at the end of the round. But obviously, drafting at 12 and 13. You're probably not going to get a shot at one of the elite guys. No. Maybe not a guy that's going to completely start week in, week out. But you're going to get 2 really good guys that are going to be the staple of your team.
Get some serious value. Yeah, for sure.
So Phil will obviously be trying to recover from his poor last year where he did lose the league. I believe, didn't he? He did lose the league. So we shall see if he can do it from 12. We have Ollie with a comment here. Further shots fired. Say goodbye to Gronk at 12. Well, it would be funny if he went back to the world.
Yeah, that's it. Can you imagine?
Knowing him, it would probably work this time around, to be fair.
That's it.
We have more comments here on the Facebook group. Ben has commented, was it 11 or 12 that I picked from last year worked for me? It's a very good point.
That's true.
Ben did pick from the back of the order last year. I think it was 11, Ben. Nigel probably would have been 12.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show this was part of the logic for going to a random draft order, because people attribute weight to certain places and they feel the current system, the previous system was unfair in the way of doing it. This way, no one gets a choice. Everyone gets what they stuck with. It just goes to show you can succeed from anywhere.
Yeah.
Without further ado, we will now find out who's picking a number 11.
Number 11.
The team picking number 11th overall in the slot in the 2017 LOHC draft will be
the Dream Team.
The Dream Team! Another team accustomed to drafting at the back of the order, I think. A routinely good team in the league. What do we reckon about Viv drafting at the back of
to be fair, you know, I think of guys that you see drafting a lot. Over the last few years, Viv's been pretty consistent there. And I think that wherever he's drafting from, he's making a success of it. As you said, Ben made it work last year. It seems to be a lucky position. So
maybe he'll finally get over the hump, so to speak, and win it all.
Maybe.
Dream Team is a team that seems to favour, those linchpin wide receivers, and then solidify that with shall we say, boom or bust running back, maybe a slightly lower down running back like Latavius Murray, for example, last year was a very good player for them.
Yeah, and I think being at the back end of the first round, top of the second round, you're in prime position for that as well.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
yeah.
Cool, right. Let's get to number 10, the last double-digit team here. The team picking number 10 in the order will be... Iknan is back near the back of the order for the second year in a row, and I'm sure he will not complain about that at all.
Absolutely.
He'll be perfectly happy.
Spreadsheet modelling will start now.
Yeah.
You wait.
He's got the position. He's probably not even going to watch the rest of this show. He's probably gone already, and he's already planning for next season.
That's it. But again, say not too far away from last year. Hey, but you see some teams year on year, so one pick different. Say it makes all the difference.
Yeah.
But they say Ben's proved that using the system.
Yeah, it's quite surprising as well because obviously Ben was one of the, shall we say, more lackadaisical. Is that the one?
Well, when you
coaches in the league back in the day, and he is probably, to be fair to him, become one of the more analytical coaches in the league. And hey, results show themselves, right? He's got a title under his belt.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, those stats don't lie.
No, those stats don't lie. So we'll get to the single digits now. Pick number 9. Number 9 in the draft.
Here we go.
Team picking number 9 will be
Cash for Gold.
It's Cash for Gold or Have a Bath. Whatever they eventually decided to get themselves. Cash for Gold, the new team in the league. Only their second ever draft. Had a pretty good draft last year. They were drafting near the top of the order, I believe, weren't they?
Yeah.
No, it was. I think it was like number 5, 6. They've got Ezekiel Elliott, so kind of the middle, not too far off that, bit further back. It'll be interesting to see how the rookie adjusts to drafting. We've got a bit of a bigger swing in between picks now.
That's true.
So, what do you make of?
I said the further we get up, the better I think it is, because you've got a little bit between picks. You've got a bit of time to adjust and settle yourself. And say I think there isn't so bad because you haven't got that much. You've got a bit of time between your last draft pick and this one, but not a lot of time between.
No, it's quite close on the backswing, but
so yes. So I think there you still got the advantage of being able to pick two together, with the added advantage of being a little bit further up. So, but I don't know. I personally wouldn't want to go 7, 8, and 9. I think those are the trickiest. Those are the trickiest ones.
Yeah, I mean it's tough because you stay in the middle of each round, so it's tough to get value there because you usually get caught in the middle of a run, or you might have to jump a bit higher on a player that you think might not quite be there. Whereas when you're at the bottom of the top of the order, you can't really worry about that too much.
No.
Whatever is there is almost there when you pick. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. Ben has just commented in, don't underestimate my motivation to complain about things, but I don't mind if I lose next year. I get to league align.
Well, we shall see what that means. I like swinging's best bit of the park. Indeed. That's it. Much better than the seesaw.
I'll take that as he's happy with pick number 9.
There you go.
But let's find out who will be picking at number 8 next. Number 8 in the order.
Lucky number 8.
Lucky number 8.
Okay, it's going to be Pakistan.
Pakistan picking number 8 in the order, and I believe Pat was kind of in the middle of the order last year, obviously coming off that really, really tough rookie coach season. Sure. He got to pick where he wanted. I think he went slap bang in the middle pretty much, so not far off there. Seemed to work for him pretty good last year, I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. I think last year, not only did he draft well, but also pickups across the course of the year were really good as well. So, I think that the grasp of the league is looking really good now. Looking to push on. I say just judging by last year, the knowledge is obviously there to try and find guys who are a little bit deeper. So, hey, that's what you want. Yeah,
it's quite surprising now because Pat, I believe, has been in the league. This will be his 4th season.
Really?
4th season. Well, he had the 1 season offensive coordinating under Charlie Fisher. Let's not forget that. Then he had his rookie season, which was pretty tough. Last year, obviously, his 3rd year season, really good season.
Absolutely.
Let's see what he does in 2017. But we've got the team in the middle of the order to pick right here. So team number 7. Team number 7.
7. What's coming out? What's coming out? I gotta have 1.
Yep, you've got 1. Here we go. Team number 7 will be
ADRZ.
picking in the middle of the round. Now ADRZ, I think this is a bit of an alien position for them from the last few years because obviously they won it in 2015. So they were at the back of the order last season, number 12. The year before that, I think, was when they had the kind of rough season.
They had a bum, right at the bottom. Apart from
and I think they didn't submit their pick because there was the time when it was just straight back to front. You got to choose where you wanted to go. They had the option. They didn't get their pick in time in the 24-hour countdown, so they automatically got slotted to number 2. So middle of the order, slap bang middle of the order, not a place ADLZ is accustomed to picking.
Different.
So it'll be interesting to see how they react to that.
Absolutely right.
What do you make of that though? Do you like number 7? Or?
I drafted from the middle of the order last year, and I didn't find it particularly tough because you always know you're always going to get somebody who's pretty good. Not going to get someone who's amazing, not going to get someone who's like, at the bottom of the round, who's a bit of a risk. You always get someone who's fairly good. So here, from 7 up, maybe say 4, 5, and 6, you're going to get those guys. So it's 7, maybe, but again, you maybe take a bit more of a risk at the bottom. But as you say, it's a bit of a different place for him to be.
Yeah.
And maybe you'll see some extra results this year because Nigel. And he'll go with a few wild cards, but maybe this time you have to rein it in and go for a few more, more established picks.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a comment in Ben again saying, "I predict this will make Nigel quit the league." Oh, hopefully that's not the case. Yeah,
I hope not.
Hopefully he might like drafting in the middle. We'll see. So Thomas said, "Hey, I do bold predictions."
That's it. Well, do you want to make one?
Please comment a bold prediction and stick to aligning. What is this aligning thing about?
This is Ben, I think.
He gets to pick the division aligning event because he won.
Yeah.
So he's saying shut up, Ben.
Yeah, okay. Basically. We don't want anyone to leave. That's the point.
We don't. And we'll go into the reasons why he did leave in the AGM, but or why he wants to leave, I should say. But I'm pretty sure with a few tweaks, we can keep him. It's just to do with the team changing powers, so we can keep him in the league. However, we've got a job to do here.
We do.
Because now we're getting to the mean business here. We've done half the teams now. We've got picks 6 through 1 to do now. Still, who have we got left? I haven't been taking down a note of who's in what, so I will have to watch this back, or if someone would kindly note it down for me while we're doing this, that would be just great. But who we've got left is, I believe, we haven't had my team called. We haven't had bare necessities.
We haven't had Forge Flyers. We haven't had the Detonators.
No, we haven't had them.
We haven't had
the Brady Bunch.
We haven't
had Ross. Who else haven't we had?
And we haven't had Tom.
We haven't had Tom's Tyrants. No, we have not. Is
that's everybody?
Probably, yeah. That sounds like everybody. So let's find out then.
Royal Rumble here.
Who will be picking number 6 in the LOC draft for 2017?
Only the one.
Sponsored by Hyundai.
Will be sponsored by
Detonators picking number 6 again. A team that is used to picking in the middle of the rounds. They've had a couple of rough seasons the last few years. I believe they picked about middle last year, just behind Catch for Gold, because obviously they wanted to get Ezekiel Elliott. Came off the board 1 pick before him, I believe. So he was in the middle round and didn't work out great last year. Had an okay season though. Yeah. I think he's drafted from there previous times before.
Yeah,
so
that's it.
We have Nigel joining us as well in the comments. ALZ, good to have you.
Wow.
Lucky trophy, 2 seasons running. Now lucky number 7. Looks like Providence.
It sure does.
Well, it sounds like he's up for the challenge of drafting at number 7 and trying to win with that in 2017. So we hope that fire stays, and that you stay, more importantly, and in the AGM we'll discuss all that next week.
Absolutely.
But good to have you on the show, Nige. So Bedene is picking at number 6. Do you think they can turn it around? Did they learn something from last season?
You'd like to think so, but again, I think what you're saying is that this is somewhere where he's been before. It's not uncharted ground. I think that if you're going to draft from there, you're going to need a little bit of experience year on year to see what you could. As I said before, you're going to get guys who are pretty steady there, so you don't want to take too much of a risk. But maybe I want us to roll the dice,
yeah,
and go from there. So
maybe that's what we did wrong last year.
Watch out in the draft, folks.
Yeah, we shall see. And as always, don't forget we will have our draft recap show at some point in the off season of last year's draft, which last year was a train wreck. I have a feeling last year's draft is going to be the same. So we will see.
That's it.
We'll see.
That's it. Oh god, yeah, draft recap. Oh
Yeah,
man, I remember that.
Oh, I'll leave it at that. I've learned never to take an Eagles or Giants running back or anyone with John Kuhn at fullback. Wise words anyone could listen to, and
there you go.
thanks for learning the lesson for us, is all I can say.
Brilliant stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and Peterson is now signing the Saints, as we've seen. So,
Great.
but they have John Kuhn, I believe.
That's it. There you go. So
And Mark Ingram. What are you going to do? Anyway,
that's
pick
full.
number 5 will not be Adrian Peterson, I can tell you that now. At least I hope it won't be.
Don't get started.
But the team picking a player at number 5 will be Ben Necessities. There we go. Ben Necessities will be picking at pick number 5, the experienced coach.
Yep.
I think he usually likes going in the middle, personally. It's not too bad. 5 is kind of close to the middle, but it's still quite high up, so you can get a real good player there.
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
I drafted at 5 last year, and I think that there you do have the inclination to get those guys in. And I think you're right. It's not a bad place to be, and if you like drafting in the midfield, then great. I also think that Ben Necessities historically have been a team of pretty stable folk at the draft.
Yep.
Maybe being a little bit lower in the draft has cost them a few good players.
Yeah, I think the problem with Ben Necessities is when they draft that low, they often go for upside with the high picks.
100%.
And we often see, if you as we always say on the LSU report, you don't win the draft in the first half of it. You win it in the back end, but you can sure as hell lose it in the first half of the draft. And I think that's what's happened to Ben Necessities. Quite a few seasons, to be fair, in the league, where I don't think it's necessarily their fault. You're drafting in a position lower down where some of the better guys are gone. You've got some guys who have the potential to be, right at the top.
Yeah.
But through injury or otherwise is the reason they're there. They usually like to take a punt on those guys. However, more often than not, we've seen it kind of backfires.
That's right. There's 2 or 3. I remember in the draft last year, 2 or 3 times it's like, I was going to take that player. I was going to take that guy. I was going to take that guy. And you think, oh man, yes, I feel bad for you. But this year, maybe just by being those 2 positions up, or 3 positions up, that might make
all the difference.
Make all the difference. So,
and on the swing back picks as well, that it can make sense there because you're no longer drafting this kind of bottom tier of round 1, so to speak, where these guys are here because it's not because of a question of upside, it's a question of downside. You get past those guys to the more steady guys in round 2, which you kind of see between picks 18 to 30 usually, and that's when you again get down 30 to 40 or so is where they get a bit more question marky. So could be an interesting spot for Ben Necessities. Could be the jolt they need to turn around their fortunes.
Top 4.
The 4 we've got left are
me and you,
Tom's Tyrants, and Ross.
Yeah.
So 4 to go. I'm trying to think. I drafted at 4 last year.
Yeah.
I think Ross drafted pretty high.
I've never drafted higher than 5.
Tom's not accustomed to drafting here either, so it's going to be interesting.
We're all in uncharted waters here, folks.
So here we go. The team picking number 4 in the draft order will be
Forge Flyers.
It is Forge Flyers, the man to my right, picking at number 4, the spot I have kept warm for the last 2 years, but no longer. Pick number 4. May it treat you well, my friend. It's done me pretty good.
I was getting a bit worried that I'd be higher than that.
You happy with 4?
I'm very happy with 4. Very happy with 4. As I said before, like it's not too different to last year. Quite like drafting there. Being a bit higher than that is scary. Certainly drafting 2 or 1 when you've got not a lot of time between picks is not my style. So I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, I got David Johnson at 4 last year. So
and the rest was history.
The rest was history. Sadly, did not get me to the playoffs again. But
no,
he did good.
But very close.
High scoring team. Just saying. Right. Picks number 3. We have Tom's Tyrants, the Brady Bunch, and Gridiron Gang left. 1, 2, and 3. Who will be picking at pick number 3?
Okay. Eyes are shut at this point, people. And I don't even know.
We have the pick number 3 in our hand. It is Tom's Tyrants.
Yes, it is.
Tom's Tyrants picking quite near the top of the order. Number 3. Don't think they've been here for a long time. I would say a long time. I think they're gonna quite like this. Please comment, Tom, and let us know.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling he's gonna quite like this. He's drafted the bomb before. He likes drafting at the bottom. He likes that double end, and then just waiting. You're gonna get a similar thing here. You're obviously gonna get an elite player right at the top. Then you're gonna wait for a while, but you're gonna get 2 picks real close together. So this might really feed into Tom's wheelhouse there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the same kind of thing applies. Yeah, it's being at the top doesn't necessarily mean the worst. And besides, you're going to get a very, very good pick, just straight off the bat. And I think that that sometimes maybe he's not had that for a long time.
Yeah,
long time.
For a long time, he has gone without one of those. But you know what? He's had elite players. He's had players like Julio Jones and Calvin Johnson way back in like 2013, 2012, I think. He had that amazing trio of receivers one year where he drafted really well.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's had the opportunity, like you say, to actually draft, going into the draft, coming out with one of the quote-unquote elite players,
Exactly.
so to speak.
Yeah, for sure.
You're sure as hell going to get it this time, that's
Yes.
for sure.
So
You've got what likes of David Johnson on the board. You've got Ezekiel, those kind of guys might be there, and there's a few other good guys. So.
Yeah, Julio might yet be there. maybe not the third pick.
Maybe not. Rob Gronkowski, however, I think is a very good pick. Here's just had a comment. Thomas said, "Never drafted above 7 before, but I'm glad I'm not 1 or 2. Bring it on." There you go. Never drafted above 7. It's a completely unknown territory for him. But he's happy not to be 1 or 2.
That's it. Of which you're going to be either one of them.
Yeah, and we'll get my reaction to that in a second. But first of all, so obviously with this one, the next one we pick will be number 2. So we'll know who's number 1 is Virtue. So we'll announce them both at the same time, but we'll go back to number 2.
Absolutely.
So Chris, if you would do the honours.
Here we go.
I reckon we do something fun here. You take one, I take the other. We hold them both up.
Okay.
The one Chris is holding will be pick number 2.
Yeah.
Actually, no, you've done the whole thing. You get pick number 1.
Oh, thank you.
The one Chris is holding will be pick number 1. I will be holding pick number 2. Chris has taken a selection.
Go on then. Second pick. Here we go.
Let's do it at the same time.
Ready?
So,
Ready? 3, 2,
1.
Gridiron Gang and the Brady Bunch.
We knew that was coming before.
Yeah.
But what we do know now is that I am pick number 2.
Yep.
And Ross here for the second year in a row. Was he pick number 1 last year? I can't remember.
I can't remember.
If
anyone can remember, can you comment now so we don't look quite so foolish?
Yeah, please do. But we said we'll go back to pick number 2, so we know the whole order now if you've been watching the show. But pick number 2, Gridiron Gang, my own team. I don't think I've ever picked this high before. As I said, I've picked number 4 before. We've had a message in. Brady always wins. Science, Brady always wins.
Yeah, but from pick 1, maybe not.
Pick 2, I like it.
Okay.
No. But no. Yeah, I'm pick number 2. It's pretty high, but you know, you get like we've been saying, you grab that elite player, and then you come back and you get 2 pretty close picks on the way back. I'm pretty happy with 2, to be honest.
Okay, that's good.
4 has treated me well.
I'll take 4.
I quite like. I think where I've found I've struggled in previous years is not waiting for picks between the long gap, so to speak. It's the short one I struggle with, because I and ah about, who should I take, who do I think's going to be there,
Pressure's
coming
on,
back, and I haven't made the right call the past few seasons. I've looked back and seen that, so this time around that's going to be cut down for me, so I like that. Only Ross drafting between me. Hopefully he doesn't snake me with Tom Brady again. We shall see.
You never know, but there's a new name coming as well, so there's
we shall see. Yeah,
then be the rules. You got to take your name players. Well, maybe not so much this year.
Ollie sent a GIF into the Facebook, which I will try and show up for you people, because quite frankly, I quite like it. I mean, just look at that. I mean, who's that handsome man? I mean, look at that. Are those Super Bowl?
They are Super Bowl rings.
Oh.
That's it. I'm so glad there's a photo of him.
He looks like he's pretty good at football.
I wouldn't have guessed. I mean, that's quite a lot of rings
for one player. I mean,
yeah.
I don't think anyone's. One person has as many as them, but no quarterback has that many.
No,
So.
that's it. Not anymore. Not anymore.
Viv has commented, "Oh man, just had to tap out. We'll listen to it all later. But for now, what position am I? I'm going to let someone else reply to that, please. We are on air. I will read out comments. I'm not in a position to reply to them unless it's like this.
You're not 1, 2, or 3, Viv.
But I'm glad to see that Viv has actually said he will watch the show later, as opposed to skipping to his parts and then not listening to the rest of it.
That's it. You can't do that now. Not in a video.
So, I'm picking number 2, but we do have the team that will be picking number 1 overall in the 2017 LSC draft. And while Chris gives some reaction to that, I will find out who did it last year and where Ross picked last year.
I'm pretty sure it was him.
I think it was. So
I'm pretty sure. But
Ross number 1. What do you make of it?
If that is the case, if my memory serves me correctly, then obviously, this is not uncharted territory to come back into the league. He did fairly well, I would think. It's like one of the more boom and bust, but that's the nature of where you pick in this league. Because if you're picking one, you've got an awful long time between the first pick and your next one. I mean, wow. But you're saying that, I think that Ross can put together a good team. I think that it'll learn again, as we've said, from last year's experience. It's not somewhere that you want to draft from necessarily, given the choice, but you are going to get your.
Ross likes his pomp and circumstance when it comes to the draft, announcing his team name. So I think he'll like being the number 1 pick, and we have confirmation that he was number 1 pick last year. He took Antonio Brown, not a bad pick to make.
Yeah.
We've had a few comments come in, so they were mainly about Viv. So Thomas said, automatic forfeit, first round pick. Can't argue with that. And he's also said, sorry Viv, the hat said it. It did say
it. Did.
If you're not watching, you don't get draft picks. Ollie said, think you'll pick 1. Definitely not. Pat said Ross was 1, he took Brown. And Viv said, I don't believe it.
I don't believe it. I don't believe I see.
I don't believe it. No, but I think Viv was 11th, 10th, something around that.
Something like that. We'll watch back later. 100%.
Yeah, we should have written this down so we could have given a summary, but hey.
That's it. But we don't have to do a summary, because you know what you can do? You can watch it back later.
You can watch it back later.
And you can see.
Watch it unfold yourself.
Yeah.
No skipping to this bit, Viv. No, we're not going to do that. Mainly because we don't know, but we wouldn't do it even if we did.
Absolutely.
We probably would, but hey.
Why wouldn't you want to watch it? Anyway, it's...
Ollie said that he was pick number 11.
He was pick 11, right, there you go.
We have someone paying attention. Good job there.
That's it. We know first.
We're not.
No.
We're not.
We might have just done it, but we don't know what happened.
Oh, no. Who's number 1 again? No, anyway. Right. That is the 2017 LSC draft order. I think it's a good one.
Yeah.
It felt good going down. I think this is a pretty good fun event too. I'm going to look forward to doing this each year.
That's it.
And now we can obviously all start preparing.
We can.
More importantly, up to this point, if you were preparing.
If you don't want to prepare, then so be it. So that's equally just as good. But you might not do quite as well. But you never know.
We'll see.
Anyway, next week's the AGM.
Yes, 5th of May, as I said, AGM. As I've already touched on many times this show, lots of important stuff has already affected us, have come out of it. If you want to run for any of the league positions, please make myself know as the current commissioner for at least the next few days. We'll see how much.
Don't ask Ben Sherwood to vote for you, because he'll start a coup. Please don't do that.
Oh, that was funny.
That's it.
Didn't go well.
Yeah, you got 2 votes, me and Ben.
Much like Turkey, I am in the process of turning the LSE back into the dictatorship it should be.
There you go.
So that can never happen again.
The dictator who listens. Almost Donald Trump of the league.
No, but seriously, if you want to run for any of the positions, let me know. If not, I've got nothing else. I hope you've enjoyed the show. I will post the league order somewhere so that we do have some paper record of it. And so anyone who wants to start preparing in April can. I will not be one of those people.
No.
Apart from that, I've got nothing else to say. Good to be back in the air. Chris, do you want to take us out?
It's been great, and I hope you have found this as fun as we have. And hopefully we'll be back doing a few more of these each week.
Yep.
So
we'll be back on.
Yeah,
soon enough.
Absolutely. So, but from us until next time, until next week at the AGM, we'll be seeing you. Take care.
See you later.